All right, what's happening, my partners and pilgrims? It's Bryce Schumacher here, aka Big BS. I'm here to unbox and review the OLED Switch Tears of the Kingdom edition. But first, I just want to say thank you to Brian and everyone in the domain for welcoming me into the channel and into the community. This will be my first video for the domain. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. And we've got the thing right here. Right here, boom. OLED Switch Tears of the Kingdom edition. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to the unboxing. All right, folks, we've got the Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch OLED special edition here. Right here you can see the price, $359.99. So it's only $10 more than a brand new OLED Switch. So that price point alone is pretty negligible for what you're getting. If you're going for an OLED Switch, I'd recommend throwing in the extra 10 bucks to get this if it's available. So let's get right into it. We'll switch here. So as you can see, some of the OLED models over the regular models, 7-inch screen, 64 gigabyte system memory. So that's double memory, about an inch or so more of OLED screen rather than LCD. Then you got the dock with the LAN port, so you can plug right into Ethernet. The standard Switch just has Wi-Fi. And then we have the adjustable stand, and I will show, I do have another OLED Switch here, just a standard one that I'll compare and contrast these two models. The adjustable stand on these are real nice though. And then here's the back of the box. You can kind of see what we're going to be opening here. We've got the Joy-Cons here, Zelda edition. We've got the actual screen switch, and you can see the stand here compared to the standard Switch, which is just about as wide as my fingernail, the kickstand. This one is the entire width of the body, which makes for a much more durable stand. The dock is one of my favorite parts about this, just that overall design there, and you can see the back of the Joy-Con, back of the docks. So let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open, see what we got. Now, pop this open here. And there you can see the Joy-Cons there and the OLED screen. So let's go ahead and pull these out. There's one there. And since this is somewhat of a collector's edition, I'm going to keep all the original packaging, because in my perceived value of this, the reason I have two OLED switches is because this one's going to stay in the house. I'm going to keep this as safe as possible, so in the potential future it might become worth much more on a resale down the line. Here's the OLED screen, 7 inches. Get that out of the packaging there. And you can see the back here has that design, and it's actually textured as well, which is a nice touch. And then you can see we have up top the game card port, audio port, your volume controls here, and your power button there. And let's just check out this kickstand real quick. So that's pretty nice, and it goes, you can go almost all the way flat with it the other way. So you have a wide angle of adjustment there for depending on what you're doing. All right. And then of course, underneath, we're gonna have the dock wrapped in some nice bubble wrap for extra protection. And then this foam sack as well. There's that nice Nintendo logo we all know so well. Now check that out. That looks sweet. The curve there, that's nice. The deck designs there. We pop this open, and now we have our AC ports, HDMI port, and our LAN port. You can see all those in there. And then you've got your cord feed right here. So we'll pop this back on. All right. And then there's the front of it. Now that's the seller for me. That thing is nice. Let's get you a close up here a little bit of some of the intricacies of the design. All right. So now we have the Joy-Con attachments that let you use each one as its own individual controller with the nice gold Zelda, gold and white here, straps. And we'll just go ahead and slap these on right now just to show them off a little bit. If I can, okay, unlock that. Lock it there. And now we've pretty much got, I think I put it on the wrong one, but let's get that off there somehow. We'll end up breaking this thing. That's one thing with these switch controller, the tops here. Oh, I see what I did. I don't know how to get it. Oh, I have to unlock it first, probably. There we go. Okay. So what you want to do is have the minus matching the minus, or the plus matching the plus, if I were to put it on this one. So these are universal between each Joy-Con. You just have to flip it accordingly so that you're getting the right match, like that. Then make sure you lock it before you play. Use the wrist strap so you don't throw it. And now we've pretty much got our own Super Nintendo controller here. All right. Now we're going to take these off. Oops. Take those off. And okay. I'm going to put these back in the bag. I don't really plan on using these very much, just because I don't plan on traveling with this. As I said, I have a second OLED switch. That's my travel switch, just so we can keep this one from getting any wear and tear on it. All right, we got those done now. Then we have our standard AC adapter here. Nintendo brand. And now this, the actual switch, which I didn't show, there's the actual charging port there on the bottom and the connectors for this dock. But this is actually a USB-C. So if you don't have this Nintendo brand controller, you can always use any USB-C cord to charge it up. And then we've got our Nintendo brand HDMI cord here. Let's see, this one says it on here. Nintendo. Okay. And then on the last but not least, underneath here we have the skeleton bones for the Joy-Cons when you want to turn it into more of a standard day controller style. Nothing special about this. There's no extra design on this, unfortunately. I was hoping that it would have been a white one to really seal the deal there. So I won't even use that because I'll use my secondary one from the other switch that I have. I'll that one in there. There we go. Okay. Now, let's clear the box out of the way. And let's fire this bad boy up. So now, we've got the dock. We've got the switch. And I'm going to power it up. This has already been set up because I've already opened it and played with it. I've got this on the release day of Tears of the Kingdom. So we're going to get in here, and you can see the background is defaulted to the white to kind of match that white and gold Zelda. If you go into the Joy-Con controllers here, you'll see they're gold. So that's kind of a cool touch there. Other than that, inside, there's not really much difference. It's all aesthetic pretty much compared to the OLED, the standard OLED. But here's Tears of the Kingdom in here. We'll go ahead and fire it up just to give you a look at how this thing runs on here. There we go. And there you can see the game loading in. I've done quite a bit of progress, about 150 hours. Boy, this thing looks nice. It feels real nice playing this game on this console. You just feel like you're really in there with the Zelda action. We're not going to get too much into gameplay here, but that's how that runs. Now, let's go ahead and dock it. Show you how that thing looks on your desktop or your entertainment center. Someone walks in and says, "Man, that is sharp. What is that?" You say, "That's that Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch, boy. Get you one." So from here, we're going to, at this point, I'm going to just kind of show my other OLED Switch just for comparison purposes here. And yes, I do have the Breath of the Wild case for it. I'm a big Zelda fan. Have been since the first one ever came out. All right. OLED Switch. Zelda OLED Switch. Same exact size, same exact design as far as controls and everything and screen. Just different aesthetic design. You can see the OLED switches, they have this big kickstand, whereas the standard switches have the tiny ones. You can see how those work, and you can see how far down this will go, so you can practically lay it flat. Not totally though. So for $10 more, it's definitely worth it if you're shopping out OLED. Now, so this is, I would highly recommend this, if you're going for a Switch and you're going OLED, get the Zelda one. Even if you're not a fan of Zelda, don't plan on getting Zelda. It just looks sharp, man. It's clean. So we're gonna move that out of the way for a second. So I want to go over the day that I got Tears of the Kingdom and my OLED Switch. There's a little story behind that. So when originally I put $50 down on the console, $10 down on the game. When it came release time, they had a midnight release at GameStop, which was exciting because it had been a while since I had been to one. So here's my Admit One ticket, receipt, all that. And when it came time for the game to come out, the console I had on reserve was still there, and I hadn't paid it off yet. I only put the 50 down. And so what I did was I traded. They had a special where you get $25 extra at GameStop if you trade in a console towards a Switch. So I had two Xbox Series S's that I traded in, and I got a total of $217.50 for each one. And so that covered the cost of the game and the console. I got my $50 and my $10 back, because when you trade in, this is something I didn't realize, when you trade in the full value of an item that you're buying, they don't charge you tax on it. So, I mean, on a $360 console and a $70 game, I mean, there's almost $40 in tax there, so that saved me $40. I got the $60 in cash back. I traded in the two Series S's, and the reason I did that was because, well, I didn't have the money right up, but I knew that the console, the Series S I bought on Facebook Marketplace for $200, so I knew I could go buy another one for $200, so I ended up making money on it. And sure enough, when I got paid the next time, I found another Series S on Facebook for $200, and it came with two controllers, so I even got a better deal off of that. So they were running a raffle, and this is my raffle ticket, I believe, number 18. They're running a raffle. $2 would get you a year protection plan on the game and enter the raffle. They had and so happened to be, guess who won the raffle? Me, right here, Big BS. And I'm going to show you right now what it was, the prize. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Explorer's Scarf. So I'm not sure, I haven't found an Explorer's Scarf in the game yet, if this is an actual replica of an in-game item, but there are definitely hoods and scarves that are very similar to this in the game. So this is very nice material. First off, you can see the seam there. There's two cloths hemmed together there. There's a large button and hook here. And the design is pretty much all that you saw there, but then you have the gold logo on the corner there. So you kind of just put this over your head, wrap it around, which you'll see in the thumbnail. So that was pretty sweet. I freaking traded in my Xboxes, got the games and this console tax-free, got my money back, won the raffle, and then also I got my pre-order prize here, this wooden plaque for pre-ordering. This is nice. This is solid wood, textured, laser etched, nothing on the back, but man, did I make off like a bandit on that midnight release. I won the raffle, got the pre-order, got my money back, got the console and the game on the same day. So I was, you know, when I got home, I was ready, I was amped. But yeah, so that's pretty much the unboxing and review of that. I appreciate you all guys tuning in. Let's head back to the desk and we'll do our ending. All right, folks. We got to see the wooden plaque for pre-order. We got to see the OLED Tears of the Kingdom Switch. And we got to see this mighty Explorer's Scarf. Let's pull this thing up a little bit so you can see what we got. Now this thing, you can see by comparison how big this thing really is. It's very nice. I'm very happy about that win. Well, I think that's going to be it for this review here. Once again, I want to thank everyone at the domain for bringing me in. I'm Bryce Schumacher, aka Big BS. Make sure, you know, leave your thoughts about the console in the comment if you have one already, you know, and there's something maybe I missed or that you want to talk about. Let's do it. Leave a comment, and you know, obviously make sure you like the video and subscribe if you want to see more content like this or other content from my friends at the domain, more product reviews, event reviews, and unboxings and such. The domain, gaming, pop culture, and entertainment. That's what we do here, and if that's what you're into, this is the place to be. And I just wanted to say thank you and adios.